Hello friends, my name is Srinivas and I welcome you to my channel Coding Skills. As part of this video, we will learn how to get the result set metadata of any particular database table. So before getting into the implementation of the program, let's see what exactly result set metadata is. It is an interface in Java that provides information about columns in a result set. It can be used to retrieve information such as number of columns and name of the columns and data types. So let's get into the program. So these are the required import statements: connection, driver manager, prepare statement, result set metadata, SQL exception. All these are from the SQL package. Once the import statements are added, so it's time to get the JDBC URL, username, and password. So in my case, I'm using a Postgres database, hence JDBC URL specific to it. JDBC host GRESQL and localhost and 5432 and the respective database name. 5432 is a port number of Postgres database, and localhost, the reason is I'm using a database in my local machine. Suppose if you are trying to connect to a different machine which is there in some other network, so then it has to be the respective IP address or the machine name of that database in which it is running. Once you have all this information handy with us, let's declare a connection object and prepare statement object and result set object. So we are starting with a try catch block. As we are doing a JDBC program, it is mandated to have a try catch block in order to handle the exception. So now we are opening a connection, driver manager.get connection, and we need to supply all the information: the JDBC URL, username, and password. As and when this statement executed successfully, we will get into the next statement. Like here we are creating a string object with the query name select star from student. So I'll be accessing the result set metadata of student table. So once we have the student table is query prepared into the string variable, let's prepare a prepare statement. Connection dot prepare statement, and we need to supply the query whatever the query mentioned here. Once we have the prepare statement is done, so we need to execute the prepare statement. Prepare statement dot execute query, which is going to return the result of result set object. We are capturing in a result set variable. From result set object, we have a method called get metadata. This is going to give us the result set metadata information associated to this particular result set. We have captured in a respective result set variable. Once the result set metadata is captured with all the information, now it's time to print all the information. So before getting into the printing, so it have a specific method to get the number of columns. So result set metadata dot get column count. This is going to give us the number of columns which are there in this particular student table. So here we are just printing the information that what is the number of columns that we have received, and we are starting a loop, and this loop counter starts from the 1 and ends with until the number of columns reaches the loop counter, and for each and every iteration we are incrementing the loop, and we are printing what is the column number, name of the column, type of the column, and size of the column, and whether it is nullable or not. So you see that we have a respective methods. Get column name, we are passing the index. Get column type name, passing the index. Column display size, passing the index, and is nullable, passing the index. Once this for loop is completed, so we're almost done with the primary program. So this is a catch block to capture any kind of a exception as part of executing of the above block. There is a possibility as SQL exception. So we are printing with a simple stack trace. Suppose you have a specific scenario of handling and reporting some, logging some information, this is a place where you need to perform all those actions. Once we are done with all the things, finally is a block we need to close all the resources that has opened so far. So while closing these resources, we need to make sure that we are closing from the reverse order. Means first we need to close the result set, and then prepare statement, and then connection. So for each and every, before closing we are checking whether it is not null or not. If it is not null, then only we are closing the result set. The same way, prepared statement also, if it is not null, we are closing with a close method. The same way connection is also. And these three statements also we have wrapped inside a try block. The reason is we might end up with a SQL exception. So you see that cap. Again, we had a catch block which is printing a stack text message. Let's see how we can run this program and see the results. So it has a number of columns of 3. Column number 1, it is the student number and it's int4 data type and the size is 11. Nullable is 0. Column number 2, name, the type of varchar and the size is 30 and nullable 1. Column number 3, age, int4 and size is 11 and nullable. So because this has 3 columns and it has pulled all the information for 3 columns. Let's add 1 column in the database. I'm going to student table. See that there is a 3 columns already. Right click and create a new column. Just putting it course. So I added 1 column with the name course. I'll go back to your program. Clear in the console. Let's rerun again. See that this time it has displayed a number of columns are 4. Student number, name, and age, all 3 are the previous expression we have already seen. Column number 4, course, which is of type varchar, and the size is 20, and the nullable. So this is how we can see the metadata of a particular result set in which you are tied to any particular database table. Please like the video and share it with your friends. In case if you are looking for any specific program, please do let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much.